My name is Charlie and I'm going to talk about different parts of grammar focus. Uh, let's begin with the time contrast. So, in time contrast, we have, like, for example, difference between the past, the present, and the future. For example, if we use, as an example, cars. In the past, people didn't use cars. So, what they did, people used to walk to work, for example. That way, we have the first things. Nowadays, we'll say that nowadays people use cars to go to work. That is one of the time contrast. Now, in the future, since we don't know yet how the future is going to be, so we are going to use, like, guess, for example. We'll not say we are going to blah blah blah, but only we'll say probably, might, will, and things like that. So, people might use teleport device to go to work. So in that way, we have, like, the first things is the time contrast, and now if we connect everything together, is like, in the past people used to walk to go to work, and nowadays we use car to go to work. But maybe in the future people might use teleport device to go to work. Then we have a time contrast. We can do, like, those things in the infinite way. I mean, if you have a subject, you can do a time contrast in the past and in the future. Now, attacking the second grammar focus, gerunds and short ribbons. For example, if I said, like, the example, I love traveling. Okay. So, I love traveling. In this example, we have two verbs, love and traveling. So, love is a verb, but usually a verb doesn't imply that the other verb is going to be in continuous form. But since love, hate, and all those verbs of emotions give a continuous form, we are going to use traveling. I mean, travel in a continuous form. So that is for the gerund. I mean, it's not that complicated. For example, I will say I enjoy. It's an emotion. I enjoy working with my colleagues. For example, I will say, for example, another emotion. I hate as a matter of fact is an example. I hate working. Could happen, but it's not only that. It can be also, for example, I don't mind working, or I'm not good at, or I can't stand. Those are example. For the short response, you can say, like, for example, if I say I love traveling, I will use the same example. We can do like, so do I, if it's a positive or if it's a negative, I don't. Why do? Because it's love, or it's not a modal verb. It's like, for example, if I had said, I am traveling now to Paris, for example. It's not the case, but it's an example. People will say like, so do I, if they are in the same plane and they are going to the same no, they will not say so do I, they will say so am I, because it's the verb to be that I used. So they will say so am I. Since so do I is also correct, but it's the correct form, it's much better to use the verb to be. It's the same with the verb to have and other modal verbs, for example. I must go to my work. So must I. All those modal verbs works in the same way, since do is a modal verb, but do is the most common and the most used, since they imply a lot of rules. Okay, let's go to the other one. We have passive with by, simple past. Well, when we refer to something, when we do something, we do it in an active way. For example, if I said I am eating this bread, so it's an example. After I will say in the past, since they ask for the past. I'm eating this bread. Okay, we have that. I'm eating this bread. It's an active form because I'm doing right now, and the one that is doing the things is me. It's not the bread that is. I'm doing the action. But if I'm going to do it like a passive form, it will be like this bread is being eaten by myself. Actually, what I'm doing now is also the grammar focus, the other one. So I'm kinda explaining how it's going to happen. So we have the first form. I'm eating this bread is the action. I'm doing the action. This bread is being eaten. The bread is the one who is taking the action. So what is happening now is that all the rule is that we get the verb I'm, or the verb here eating. Eating is in the present continuous, so we are doing the verb in the passive voice is being the verb to be, since to be has to be uh, there for the passive voice is beings will be like that because it's in present continuous. If it was, for example, I will continue with the same example. I ate this bread. So we have I ate I ate I ate this bread. So this bread is going to be this bread was eaten by myself. The verb to be is the one who is going to change every time. Eaten is not going to change at all. In every form, in future, in past, in present, in past continuous, in present continuous, the eaten doesn't change at all. But the verb to be in the past, in the passive voice, is the one who is going to change every time. It's related with the first form, the active form. If I said, for example, I will eat this bread. If I say I will eat this bread is going to be this bread will be eaten by myself. As simple as that. I mean, passive voice is one of the most easier, the most easiest way to do something. I mean, to do a grammatic things that looks nice. It's not that difficult since you know the rules, and yeah, it's not that difficult. Concerning the last grammar focus, since I explained the past thing like that, but, we have to use the past continuous, and after that we use a past that interrupts it. Okay, it's not that complicated. For example, we'll use the example as in the grammar focus. I was watching a good movie. I was watching a good movie. Cool, huh? So I was watching a good movie. But I fell asleep before the end. So but is there for a connection to say that something happened. But on the same time, blah blah blah. But I fell asleep before the end. So, how can I explain that? We have I was watching. I was watching. It's in the It's in the past continuous. Since in the past continuous we are not going to use the present simple or the present continuous. We are going to use the past because the past simple is for things that happen in the past, but not in a continuous way. Since it's simple, it's more with the for example, the present. The present is something that happened uh, in the moment, not that that is continuous like the present continuous. For example, I am eating this bread. It's not something. It's something that is in the time. I mean, I'm doing it, but you know, kind of mixed. I mean, well, the point is, we're going to use the past here, fell, the past form of fall. Here is a E, for example. It's not a. So, I fell asleep. If, for example, I will say like, uh, I will say, I was drinking a bottle of water, but someone shot me in the face. I mean, a ball, so shot me in the face. I use the verb in the past simple, the second verb. So, yeah, it's not that difficult. I hope I could explain myself a bit clear. I think yes. And I hope you enjoy it. Goodbye.